aren't going to bring the pain per se, but we are going to bring the Football Faction Show to you, episode 6, January 4th, 2012. Alongside me, as always, is the Dominator, Dominic Kirsch. What is going on, my friend?
Not much.
Dude, how about that intro? To the
That's
right.
Five-Finger Death Punch guy, right?
Yeah. They're kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Jerry, to his right. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'd just like to say, go blue in the Bengal Bayou. Yeah, Sugar Bowl champions. It means something.
Hell yeah. Oh my gosh, let's not get started.
It does.
Yeah, they're partying like it was 2012.
Denard. Oh god. And to my left, Theodore Ludovisi. What's going on, kid?
I'm glad to be here. I'm still alive after New Year's, which is always good.
Oh my gosh, it took me 3 full days to recover. And I still have some acid reflux, which I blame on that bullcrap.
Gotta love Jameson.
I think we did a whole bottle.
Jameson flowing up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I kind of figured, but
There's some very funny stuff on YouTube. Some interesting, not YouTube, Facebook. Some interesting pictures.
yeah, I saw the progression of Leonard
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Someone needs to put like a slideshow together.
Yeah, it was already requested to me at work today that I compiled some sort of, like some sort of presentation,
Like a New Year's presentation?
just the many faces of Leonard.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see the one with the broken jaw and the blood all over the
Oh, man.
throw-up
That would
pan.
be kind of epic.
Like you remember
actually, I
that? You remember that Michael Jackson video, Black or White?
Yeah.
Where they did.
Oh,
they
at the
did
end, and they just switch every face.
They switch every face. It's basically going to be your face, and it's going to be just the progression of Leonard.
The faces of death.
Yeah, faces of near death.
Yeah, near death. Be fine with me. I mean, it's all good. I
I don't know if all the listeners that don't know you personally, they should know this. You should be dead.
I actually should.
One day,
Mr. Unbreakable.
yeah. One day he's gonna write a book and it's gonna be called Cheating Death
Yeah.
or Life,
Dude, we need to
Life on
market
the
that
Edge.
now. Cheating death. Because seriously, we have a smorgasbord, a full novel of reasons why I should be dead. I'm knocking on
novel.
wood right now because after this,
Novel, huh?
I could. A
Novel,
novel.
We're in a
Novel we've been working on for 3 years.
Well, folks, I am Leonard, the Zen Master Kelly, and we're bringing episode 6 to y'all. What we're going to try and do today, a little different from what we have been doing, is we're going to constrain this episode to 1 hour. That is the goal. So at the end of this, if you look
Not
at your...
gonna happen.
It is. That's why we're going to move on.
All right, then go.
Real quick, but I do want to say Happy New Year to you guys. This is New Year, and it's going to be the year of the football faction. I'm telling you that right now. So,
We can only hope.
woo, 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 woo. All right, so hey, what?
Fuck that.
You don't
Oh,
hear that
real
every
quick,
day.
I looked up bloody vagina bilge. I know
Oh,
that
geez.
totally set y'all back last week, and
Set society back when you said that.
I couldn't find.
and
Really?
and the Irish people.
Yeah, I couldn't find an actual definition. I could find a definition for bilge, which was
Sure.
an area at the bottom of a ship that
Type of
collects
pump.
water.
Yeah.
And a bloody vagina, you obviously know what that is. So a bloody vagina bilge
So
would
it's like
be
a mix of blood and water in the bottom of a vagina.
in the bottom of a tubbed out vagina.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know. I mean, whatever. Anyways, so week 17. There's no more fantasy football going on, but some people had their playoffs. Their championship game. And were they to have that championship game, and if they had, Megatron or Matt Stafford
Or Marcus Colston.
Marcus
Jordy
Colston or little Flynn.
Oh my god.
Who started Flynn? Who do you think actually started? I would have started him if I was. Actually
Well, of course we would, because we are so smart.
The championship
but-
game, though?
yeah.
I don't know.
Against Detroit's defense, it's tempting.
So speaking about Detroit, they lost, right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I already put that out of my memory.
Losers always whine about their best.
Yeah.
Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
I don't think Detroit will be doing that.
They're
But
gonna
I
get-
will tell you this: Matt Stafford,
what
coming
Tim
from
Tebow did.
Highland Park, I'm sure he did bone the prom queen. So he hadn't anything to worry about. But hey, statsmatician, I want some fucking awesome stats from that game. Tell me some awesome, exciting stats from that game.
Hey, well, if you watch this game, it was kind of like watching that Baylor college football game. I mean, there was records broken all over the place. Here are some just set in the game alone. That was the most net yards by 2 opposing quarterbacks in NFL history. And that was actually broken this year by that Miami-New England game. Chad Henne, Tom Brady. I think it was like week 1. That was the first one. That That was the first time opposing quarterbacks threw for over 400 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Oh, but really?
Yeah, first time. I mean, a lot of them throw for 400 yards against each other, but not 5 touchdowns apiece. So,
True.
And Flynn had 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
But see, Flynn broke the Packers record for single game yardage and touchdowns, throwing for 400 plus yards, 5 touchdowns. Let's see. He had the Packers record for passing yards and touchdowns in a single game. I just said that. Stafford is the 4th player in NFL history that is thrown for over 5,000 yards. And he's thrown for the 5th highest total in NFL history.
I mean, did he break Dan Marino's old?
No, he didn't break the old record.
He was like just a couple yards off.
Yeah, I think he was
close.
100 some yards off or something like
And
that.
the funny thing is, Aaron Rodgers obviously would have obliterated the old Marino record
Had he have played.
Can-
But he
can
wouldn't
you-
have caught Drew Brees.
No.
So there's 3 other players that threw for over 5,000 yards. Go.
In the history of this
In
year,
the history of the NFL, there's only 3 other players.
Dan Fouts.
Dan Fouts.
Dan Fouts.
Damn
Well, you
fouls.
asked it like it was like there was going to be like a tricky question.
No, this is a pretty easy, straightforward question.
Oh, it's Tom Brady.
Peyton Manning.
Nope.
Including this year.
And
So
one
Tom-
person did it twice.
Well, Drew
Tom
Brees.
Brady, Drew Brees,
Drew
twice.
Brees twice. Tom
Dan
Brady
Marino.
and Dan Marino.
Yeah. Okay.
And Matt Stafford
And
moves
Matt
into that
Stafford.
company. So he's
It's elite.
Yeah.
Stafford actually broke the Lions touchdown record by 9. He surpassed Scott Mitchell. Calvin Johnson broke his own record of 214 yards in a single game with 244 yards.
Jeez.
He has
Yeah,
amazing
God.
catches.
Oh, man, he's a beast. And then he had 1,681 yards and 16 touchdowns this year, both Lions franchise records.
Angel, I kill firstborns while their mamas watch.
Yes.
That is
he
what
eats
I
children.
think of Megatron. That guy is on the verge of being Jared Allen status with eating babies and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what he's
Easily.
doing, but he's up there.
Hey, you know, Flynn broke both the yardage and the touchdown record for the Packers, and Stafford did the same for the Lions, throwing for 520 yards and 5 touchdowns. And last but not least, the Lions broke their own team record for most points per game in a season with 29.6.
Kids like it.
Fun game
Kids
if you're a
love it,
Packers
dude.
fan.
Oh,
Kids love
yeah.
everything, really.
They really do, pretty much. Wow. So, I mean, if you're a Detroit fan, it's more of a,
Yes,
you know,
yeah.
whatever. I mean,
Our reward for making the playoffs is playing the Saints in New Orleans, and if we win, we play the Packers in Green Bay.
Yeah.
damn.
Tough sledding there.
Yeah.
So y'all really needed to win that game.
We really did. We really did. Because we would have moved up to 5 and played the Giants, who beat this team called the Cowboys.
Oh, dude.
Ugh.
Yeah, man. You know
That's
what? I'm not gonna spend any time on it. I'm gonna say the Cowboys. They all they had to do is win, baby. That's all they had to do. They didn't win, so F them. They got a lot to do, and what bothers me is that Jason Garrett. I don't think he's good.
So it's
enough.
the guy wearing the cowboy shirt.
Hey,
Is it
yeah,
Jason
who's on
Garrett?
the back though? Staubach, baby. He's part of. I mean,
I mean,
we
it's
all
been
know
like
who the
this for
main-
years in Cowboy Nation. I mean, you have different coaches all the time, and they always pick to go to the Super Bowl, and they never even make the playoffs half the time.
Well,
so
we
what's
know-
going on?
The biggest problem is Jerry Jones because he won't keep his nose out of the business.
Mm.
The other problem is Jason Garrett because I don't think I like the guy and all, but I don't think he's a coach, an NFL coach. And the offensive play calling is horrible. I'm not going to blame Romo. I'm sorry.
No,
I know
I'm
a
not
lot
going to
of
blame
people
Romo.
Romo has had a
Everyone
good
likes
year.
to do that, but
They-
That's too easy. How about Terrence Newman getting smoked by every single receiver? I'm not talking about just Cruz and Nix. I'm talking
Jake
about
Ballard.
Ugh.
he got hurdled. I think Ballard's vertical at the combine was 3 inches.
That's one more than mine.
Terrence Newman dug a hole in the turf and let him jump over.
Yeah, it's so bad. So we don't spend a lot of time on that, but they have so much work to do in the secondary.
Oh, The Onion ran a headline that said that Jerry Jones released himself from the team.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's my favorite sound bit, but that would be great if he did.
yeah, if that were to happen, he'd be dead in like 2 days.
So I tell you what, other than the Green Bay game, there was some other pretty good games. Injury wise, Rashard Mendenhall, should just mention that real quick.
Yeah.
That's a pretty significant injury since they are going into the playoffs.
Is it?
Not in the first round.
Well,
Yeah.
only reason I say that is because
Only
old boy
for
has
depth.
fumbleitis.
Isaac Redman's better anyway.
Nah.
He fumbled twice.
That's his only 2 fumbles of the season.
Well, it's pretty important fumbles.
But no, I like Redmond.
You know
I think
who
he's
doesn't
better.
Fumble?
This kid is a gamer.
He
No,
does.
just
He
kidding.
fumbles every
now.
game.
Yeah, he fumbles all the time.
But Redmond, he's a good runner, powerful guy. I
in
mean,
case
I
you
think
didn't
he's
know.
better. I think he's better than Mendenhall actually, but it's just going to hurt him in depth. That's the only
Well,
thing.
I will say this, and I don't think Redmond's the best active running back on the roster right now.
Is it Jonathan Dwyer?
It is Chad Span, my friend.
I saw Chad Span
Oh,
on there. And
did-
I was thinking of you when I saw him because I know you picked him up earlier.
I-
when
well,
he was
I
on
picked him
Tampa
up.
Bay.
That's the only reason why he's saying it.
Well, no, I picked Span up at the beginning of the year in the offseason after the NFL draft, and you know, he hurt his leg, so he was there in Indy. Hurt his leg. He was picked up by Tampa Bay practice squad for a while, and then now he's there in Pittsburgh. I'm just saying, I think he's auditioning for other teams, but
He's been auditioning for other teams since the beginning of the season.
he broke
started
all
with
of
like
Northern
Indianapolis.
Illinois University's touchdown records, yardage record this year, and wrap it up, B. I just got a timer. We are almost 12 minutes in, so we need to get going. Yeah, actually, we're good. Chad Span, ladies and gentlemen.
He wants to keep talking about it.
I'm just saying. So, I don't know. Good games, but obviously the Green Bay-Detroit game is what stole the show. But, you know, we need to talk about, since we are now in the playoffs. That's right. Playoff time, folks. Freaking playoff time. I'm so excited. I'm titillated right now. What you're going to get in episode 6, folks, is your first round playoff picks by our experts, our paid experts that are paid in love in chili. And actually, tonight it's seven-layered or Mexican-layered casserole.
It's my fave.
Why don't you tell me this stuff before I come over?
Do you eat?
Yeah, I always eat before I come over.
Well,
We
I don't get
did
no-
food last week.
What are you eating though?
it's true.
You ain't eating 7-layer casserole, Mexican casserole.
He said, "What are you eating, though?"
Oh, no.
I don't even know where to take that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am just going to rapid fire around here. I would like Theo to give me your NFC wild card picks. Your
All
wild
right.
card round picks.
All right. Well, these are. I mean, I think in the NFC, I'll start with Detroit and New Orleans. And you know, if they were playing in Detroit, I might think this game would be a little closer. But New Orleans is. I mean, when they're playing at home, they are just lights out. I think this is going to be a high-scoring affair. It's going to be a shootout, but I still think Detroit wins by 2 touchdowns.
What? You said Detroit wins?
Or sorry, New
All right.
Orleans. Yeah.
Whoa.
New Orleans. Actually, I mean, I want Detroit to win.
I was about to say everybody has to say New Orleans is going to win, so Detroit has a chance.
Well, I mean, I want Detroit to win. I'm an NFC North guy, so I'd like to see them advance. But
I'm an NFC South guy, and I hate all the teams in the South.
no, I mean, I do too. You know, but Detroit's been bad for so long. It would
Wait,
be
what?
You kind of have to root for your conference. It's
no,
like
no. I mean,
accurate.
Jesus. Oh my God. No, what I'm saying is Detroit's been so bad for so long. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see him get out of the
with you
first
on
round.
that, dude. I want to see him do good too.
But that being said, I got New Orleans winning by 2 touchdowns, so 42 to 20, whatever.
Dominator,
Well, we're
what's
getting-
your
we're
pick
giving
for
scores?
that game?
Huh?
What's your pick for the Detroit New Orleans game?
My what the fuck are you thinking pick of the week is going to be Detroit winning this game this weekend. While I have every reason in the world to have the
Wait,
Saints,
hold on. I think
One of us has made a gross error.
and it's everybody who's picking New Orleans to win the game. You know, while I have every reason to give the Saints the game, they're number 1 offense. They never lose at home. Yada yada yada.
yada yada.
I just have a gut feeling that this Saints team is going to be the same team that played St. Louis in Week 8.
See? See? Now I do. I'll wait here. Jerry.
So it's
Jerry,
just gut.
How do you feel about that pick by the Dominator?
Yeah, I'd love to believe it being a Lions fan, but I can't go there. I've seen a lot of experts actually pick Detroit to win this game, but you know, 3 guys that Detroit didn't have in the last meeting with New Orleans, when
Thank
New
you.
Orleans won 31-17, is Ndamukong Suh, Luis Delmas, who is a Pro Bowler, and Chris Houston, who is not a great cornerback, but looking at their secondary, you could use all you
Take
can
what
get.
you can get, yeah.
Take what you can get, yeah.
What do they teach
But-
you to talk like this in some Panama City sailor one?
Wrong bit.
How-
Go ahead.
However, this is Delmas's first game since Thanksgiving, being injured. Like Dom said, Saints have not lost at home this season. So, yeah, that's going to be tough, man. I got New Orleans 34-27. I think it'll be a little bit closer getting those guys back, but I think New Orleans will pull it out at home.
Here's what I think. I am going with Dom on this because I thought long and hard about it. I really did. I thought about it, and look, Drew Brees is a surgeon. He is going to destroy the Detroit secondary. But I'm going to just be honest on this. I don't see how he can destroy it any better than Matt Flynn did. I mean, Matt Flynn and that offense scored whenever they wanted.
Handily.
Yeah. And Detroit hung with them. So my point on this is exactly what you said. There were some key members missing, basically the whole interior beef of the defensive line. I see it being a high-scoring affair, and I'm actually going to say a Jason Hansen field goal to win the game.
Hansen.
Little known fact, he's Chris Hansen's cousin.
Is he really? Or
I
did you
don't
just
know.
make
I
that up? I would have believed you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I'm going Detroit on that. So you heard it here first. We have some dissension here. 2 for Detroit, 2 for New Orleans. Jerry, who you got for the other NFC game, the Atlanta-New York Giants?
This is a tough decision because Atlanta's 4-4 on the road this year, and the Giants are actually 4-4 at home. So being at home doesn't really help the Giants' case at all. Man, Atlanta's had some bad losses. They lost on the road to Houston in TJ Yates' first game as an NFL quarterback.
He lost to my Bucks, too.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Atlanta's 8 in passing. The Giants are 32 in passing yards allowed. Yeah, and the Giants are the worst rushing offense in the NFL.
And
I did not
with
know that.
Brenda in there too, which is kind of crazy.
And
Yeah.
Ahmad Bradshaw.
Yeah.
And
Well, the injuries and
Atlanta's
shit.
Atlanta's defense is really
bowling
really
balls.
stout
And
against
Darrell
the
Scott.
run, too.
Real quick, I was just about to say, you know what that means? You know what that means? Let's segue to next season because you know Coughlin never, ever, ever starts rookie running backs. He or rookie players in general. He hates to start them. So Brenda's been sucking. He's gone. And you got Bradshaw. Darrell Scott.
Could be.
Okay, sorry. So go
But
ahead.
for this game, I got Atlanta winning on the road 31-21.
Atlanta winning on the road 31-21. Theo. What do you got in that game?
I concur. Actually, I think Atlanta goes on the road and beats the G-men. They might, from having to, really officially play pretty much a playoff game last week. I just think there's going to be some letdown here, and Atlanta goes in there with that. And actually, if you look at their last few games, they've actually hit their stride. Better running game with Michael Turner, and they're just more balanced. I think they pull it out.
Michael Turner's looked like he's had like some
Dude,
refreshed legs.
everyone wants
late
to beg
toward the
on
end of
him,
the
but
year.
they kept his rushing attempts down somewhat this year, and it really showed up. And yeah, he what was he, 3rd in the league in rushing,
Yeah, something like that.
and he double-digit touchdowns. I mean, dude just keeps plugging along. So
And even with the Quijiz or Rogers.
God, love me some Quijiz, man.
I mean, he was getting goal line looks.
Number 1 in the state of Texas when he came out. All right, Dominator, who do you got? Atlanta, New York Giants. Go.
Atlanta, to me, this is going to be a high-scoring matchup. Obviously, both secondaries are depleted. They're really, and both of them. Well, New York has a worse secondary. I mean, the lesser of two
Oh, definitely.
evils here. It's going to leave both Eli and Matt Ryan to put up huge passing numbers. I think it'll come down to the last possession. So
okay.
I got Atlanta winning 35-28.
I am going to be the lone dissenter here, and I hate to say it because I hate the Giants.
Also, I got Atlanta winning the whole damn thing. So.
Ooh.
Well, not the whole thing. I have them going to the Super Bowl.
All right, don't give your Super Bowl pick yet. I'm picking the Giants, and here's 2 reasons why.
I'm going to guess one is because if they can
Darrell
beat
Scott.
Dallas, they can beat anybody.
I think our flag football team could beat Dallas right now. That defensive line, especially over the past few weeks.
Great
Newman
Edwards.
Newman is not even one of the main starters.
Pierre Paul is the guy.
Pierre Paul is one of the sickest.
He is beastly.
You seen
He
his
only
face
played.
mask?
He was outshadowed by George Selvey at South Florida when he was there, and he only
Oh,
had.
yeah, you know a lot about South Florida, don't you?
Yes, he was. His senior year is the only year Pierre Paul really did anything, and he was like a freak of nature, and he got drafted like top 20 or whatever. And
He's got
I
the
was
He's
like,
got the wingspan of a 747.
Yeah,
He's
but-
got the most bars on his face mask.
Oh,
that
it's
I've ever
gnarly.
seen.
I didn't think he was going to do much in the NFL, but man, he's been killing
straight
it.
beast mode. So that's part of the reason I think Matty Ice is going to be fucking pressured all game long. And then the other side of it, and again, I hate to say it, but dude, Eli Manning, he's been on a tear pretty much. And the emergence of Victor Cruz, I was not, and we've talked about it many times on this show. I was not a believer. Dom is that's very bitter for Dom. He doesn't like to talk about Victor Cruz because he did have him when he blew up there that preseason, dropped him, and then
2 years ago.
yeah,
I was staring at him on the waiver wire in our league, and I was like, oh, it looks good. Probably not. Nah, they got Hakeem Nicks.
Yeah, no way,
Nope.
man, no way.
Manny
he
Ham's
is
there.
He is the truth. Theo and I were actually looking at some stats when we were extremely.
He's the Black Wes
hungover.
Walker.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. He broke all the New York Giants, Amani Toomer's stats, all that. He broke all the New York
the
Giants
Tuma.
receiving yards stats. So anyways, sorry, I'm spending a little too much time, but I just think Eli Manning is going to be airing it out, and I think the defensive pressure on the defensive line is too much for Matty Ice. So I'm going to say 24-21 New York Giants. Okay. Now, what's the next game we got here? I want Dom to tell me who is going to win the Cincinnati-Houston game for the AFC.
Cincinnati. The defenses are both strong. Houston's got the second-ranked defense.
Dead on, balls accurate.
That's right. Houston's got the second-ranked overall defense, and since he's got the 7th, so defenses match up. And I also think Houston's going to rely too much on the Arian Foster, Ben Tate combination because they got Jake Del Homo fucking...
Yeah. Now, I did hear they said it could just be coach speak, but Kubiak is saying that TJ Yates is looking great and he should be good to go.
Yep.
Right. I mean, all my picks are going to be basically boiled down to better quarterback play.
That's pretty much what
Andy
it's
Dalton's going to perform way better than that old nutsack, and and since he's got a more balanced offense, I mean they can pass the ball. I mean they're as far as their rankings go, I think they're both like in the high teens as far as ranks in passing and rushing, but it's balanced enough I think to throw off the Houston defense and get it done.
I agree with that, and I think the combination. Oh, I'm sorry. I say, well, I'm gonna say mine now. I don't give a shit. I think the combination of Cedric Benson and Bernard Scott's going to be pretty good because that not as big of a Thunder Lightning, but a little bit. Bernard Scott's a little more of a scat back, and then Cedric Benson plods. He's like that 3 yards in cloud of dust. But you keep that going, and Jerry's little sugar, AJ Green. I mean that guy is getting to the point. I've been watching some. Oh, I wish I had that sound bite. I was watching some. He is getting to the point, AJ Green, or pardon me, Andy Dalton is with Green, that Stafford is with Megatron, where I don't care if you're open, I'm just going to throw it up there.
Right.
And
It's kind of a poor man's connection.
Oh, yeah. AJ
They're not
Green
there.
is coming down with those catches. So
Rookies. I mean,
Yeah.
how many
is
years?
so awesome. So I agree with you. I think Cincinnati in that game. Who you got, Jerry?
Hey, here's the bottom line in this game, man. This is
line.
Houston's first playoff game ever.
So let's give a round of applause for their first playoff game.
Yeah.
They can thank Peyton Manning for their playoff appearance this week.
Listen, I've met some Houston fans, and East fans are like Detroit fans as far as just wishing their team would get to the playoffs and the sadness you could see it in their eyes. I think this place is going to be rocking. Andre
Little
Johnson.
Reliance Stadium action.
Oh, yeah. Andre Johnson, he'll be almost full strength. He's going to be on almost a full snap count.
Kind of forgot about him.
Yeah. Houston won this game in Cincinnati 20-19 earlier this year. TJ Yates actually threw for 300 yards.
That was his first game, right? Or second game?
I think it was his second game.
Second.
Yep,
And it was a
second
game-winning touchdown drive, But he finished him off then, and I think they're going to finish him off here. I got Houston 23-17.
And TJ fell off the face of the earth.
I tell you what, and Stover would come in right there and just say Cincinnati losers.
Yeah, because he hates Cincinnati.
He hates Cincinnati.
Who do you got,
They always kick
Theopolis?
their ass.
I got Cincy in this game. I think two evenly matched teams, but Cincy has better quarterback play, so I'm going to go with them.
Hells to the yeah. And finally, this one.
Can we all disagree on who's going to win this next game?
This kid is a gamer. He's a baller. He's a playmaker.
Ben
and a shot
Roethlisberger.
caller. In case you didn't know, I got
Ben
T-Bone.
Roethlisberger.
He shattered them all. And all he
Okay, I'm gonna lead this bit
All
off.
Ben Roethlisberger is win Super Bowls.
Look, let's be honest on this one. Pittsburgh shouldn't, in all reality, even with the injuries, destroy Denver.
Listen, okay. I'm going to give you these
But-
stats. That's funny.
Okay, go ahead.
It's funny.
Go ahead.
I'm
Okay.
laughing already.
Pittsburgh has the best pass defense in the NFL.
Oh no.
Okay, who has the worst pass defense?
Well, so they cancel
New
cancel
England?
each other out.
No, I'm sorry, the
Denver.
worst pass offense.
Oh,
Denver.
Denver.
No, actually, they have second worst. That was a trick question.
Please tell me it's the Jets.
Jacksonville actually has
Oh,
the worst.
yeah, Jacksonville.
But Denver has the worst pass offense compared to the Pittsburgh best pass defense. And we know Denver can run the ball, but who is top 10 in rushing defense?
Pittsburgh.
They allow less than 100 yards a game.
This is going to be a game where you're going to watch the first half, and it's going to be pretty much over.
Think so?
Yeah, I got 24-10.
It is in Denver, though, right?
And
It is in Denver, but does that matter?
No, it doesn't matter. I'm just
For
I'm
this-
just wondering.
and Dick LeBeau is one of the best defensive minds
That he is.
ever.
Yeah.
So
He's like this is what I got. I got Pittsburgh winning this game because I fucking hate Tim Tebow, and because I think Pittsburgh's actually a way better team than they are. And I think Dick LeBeau is going to be prepared for any gimmicks that Denver is going to be throwing at him, no pun intended. And Big Ben's going to in the playoffs is going to be just that. He's Big Ben in the playoffs. He wins a lot in the playoffs.
just win, baby.
Yeah,
Just
he's not fully healthy, but I think he's ready to go for Denver.
Healthy enough.
All right. Theopolis,
He's
are you
alive.
along the line of this?
He's the true gamer.
This heretic talk.
Give me that bullshit.
Yeah, I got Pittsburgh in this game.
No way.
Yep. I think, well, I mean, two really good defenses, but again, it just comes down Pittsburgh has a better offense, so there you go.
All right. Well, I'm also going to say Pittsburgh, but obviously I would love to see, even because Tebow has pretty much sucked worse than any quarterback I've ever seen play over these past 3 weeks or whatever it is. I'd just like to see, for some reason, him do pretty good.
Hey, I just want to make a note that in the last 5 games of Tebow, he had won a max of 2 games.
I remember you.
And you were right. You were just wrong on the games.
I was
You
wrong
said
on the
you lose,
games,
but
but
you were right. I bow down to the.
He should have been 1-4 if it wasn't for the Chicago debacle.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah,
He might have been 3-2 if Willis could catch the ball that hits him.
he could have been 5-0 if he was any good.
Yeah.
Just saying. So that's your
Or if
picks,
he didn't throw
folks.
4 picks to the Bills,
Oh,
To the bilge.
The
To the bloody vagina bilges.
the Buffalo vagina Bills.
Okay, so just to recap, Detroit, New Orleans, we are split. Dom and I have Detroit, and Theo and Jerry have New Orleans. For the Giants in Atlanta, I'm the lone dissenter on that, bringing the Giants into a win. The other 3 have Atlanta. For the Pittsburgh-Denver game, we just talked about that. Everyone's going Pittsburgh, but deep down in our hearts, we all hope Denver wins.
I wonder who Stover thinks is going to win that
I
game.
know,
he's
right?
going to pick Denver.
And then,
right.
oh yeah, he will too. He would.
For the same reasons that you picked.
Yeah.
he would
We're on the
totally
same
do it
page.
too.
And then Cincinnati, Houston. We had, I forgot. Did someone have Houston?
I did.
Okay, Jerry's the lone dissenter and
Houston at
taking
home.
Houston. So that is your first round playoff picks. We'll see how good we did, and hopefully we did awesome. And then next week for
4
episode
4.
7, we are going to keep track of this, and we'll have a prize. I think I just now came up with it. We'll have a prize at the end of the playoffs for whoever
Lap
got the
dance.
best picks.
I'm just
Lap dance from Bo. All right. Oh my gosh, this just in. Mary F. Kill.
Oh my God.
Oh
there we
my
go.
gosh, are you ready for this?
Do it.
This one, not too bad, but I think it will be a tough decision. Mary F. Kill, Sarah Palin, Michelle Bachmann, Hillary Clinton. Theo, go.
I always have to start. Damn it. I think, oh, man, I'm going to.
It's a sick question. You're a sick fuck, and I'm not that sick that I'm going to answer it. I'm not telling you anything.
Oh, Theo, damn.
I think I'm going to kill Hillary Clinton. I'm going to fuck Sarah Palin.
Yes.
Because I think she
is
crazy.
banging, dude.
Dude, she's hot.
And then
She is crazy bitch, but she's banging.
and then I'm gonna have Bachman cook me dinner every night. So yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Dom,
I'm
same.
with him. I'm with him.
Jerry?
I guess I'm with him, but I don't know what Michelle Bachmann looks like. So I was actually looking that up.
She's
as
pretty
a,
attractive. Actually.
She's
For
a
an old
not.
lady,
She's
she
an
a gamer?
uglier.
She's another crazy bitch. That's
Yeah.
not that bad looking.
oh my goodness, what
Yeah,
is that?
like I said,
Look at-
she's not.
is that her?
Oh yeah.
We just Googled it. What is that? The Joker one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought
Wow.
you saw the Newsweek cover that they did.
yeah.
Dude, it's bad.
Plus,
I'll,
she's from Minnesota.
I'll definitely kill Hillary Clinton though. She's,
See, I'm gonna.
so
I'm
she
gonna-
would speak my language.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bang me there, don't you know?
Don't you know?
Okay.
Oh, you're doing it right.
So you do, are you saying you do the same?
Pound me
yeah.
in
What
my
was
ice
it?
hole.
F Palin and Mary.
They're effing Palin, Marion Botman, and killing Hillary.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I got that one. Yep.
I am
Oh, he's gonna F Hillary Clinton.
no.
You want to go where
I am
Slick Willie's
effing.
been?
Everybody's effing Sarah Palin, nailing Palin. I mean, you got to.
Which is an actual porn.
Oh yeah.
I am killing Bachman because hearing her talk, there's no effing way I could hear that woman
It's like
talk.
it's like going home with Theo.
Oh yeah, no way.
Yeah.
It's me
Well, I
after.
mean,
it's me
Sarah
after
Palin
like
to get-
a half
we
a
need to
bottle
get
of
Palin
whiskey.
talks the same way.
Well, I'm only nailing Palin.
Well, she's gonna talk.
She can say, "Oh yeah," all she wants. I am marrying Hillary effing Clinton for the power.
that
For
is-
the
that's a-
freaking power.
That's a good point, though.
I'm telling you, that woman, she's a powerful woman. That's all I'm saying. So look at what Bill does. Bill's got it made, man. She's the one with all the power. He just chills. does his thing.
Plays the
I just do
saxophone.
my thing, you know. Just bang her every now and again. Just do what I do. How was that? Was that a good Bill Clinton? I don't know. I did my best.
It wasn't,
Sure.
but it sounded pretty funny.
I love the blacks.
Oh. All right. So
That's
yeah.
why I live in Harlem.
That's why I figured that was a little bit of a tough one because you got attractive, annoying, and power. I mean, that's, what can you do? So that is your Mary F. Gill for the week. One of my favorite segments coming up next. Are you ready for this?
Just-
Oh, yeah!
For those that don't know that song, that is Dragon Force.
Dragon Balls!
Through the Fire and Flames. It's the one song I could not beat on Guitar Hero on Expert.
Oh, wow.
They featured this story on CBS News of this Asian kid that was beating it, and he was using two hands to do the controls.
Those crazy Asians.
Do your kids play Guitar Hero?
They don't. I do, but they don't.
Nice.
Remember those?
No, they don't, but I do.
Remember the times back in Omaha?
Uh-huh.
We'd have
Oh,
Guitar
yeah.
Hero drinking sessions.
Marathons.
I'd always want to play bass on the easy setting.
Well, the game I'm going over this week it's nothing like Guitar Hero.
Yay!
It is called Rocksmith, and this is an educational music video game produced by Ubisoft. The gaming mechanics are based on a technology from the game called Guitar Rising, which was previously unreleased for Windows and Mac a couple years ago.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I guess it just didn't have a very good reception, so they just decided not to release it. The game's main focus is the unique feature that allows players to plug in virtually any electric guitar, and play. I mean, you can do electric acoustics, but you may have to get a what do you call it?
Tuner?
No, it's a
Girlfriend?
I don't remember what the thing is called, but whatever. It's available on the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and there's a Windows release scheduled for late May this year.
Oh, so PC goers can have fun at it too.
Right.
Oh, cool.
Rocksmith uses an adapter that connects the standard quarter-inch output jack for a guitar.
Yep.
And it connects it through a USB that goes into your console. The graphic interface on the game is similar to the likes of Guitar Hero and Rock Band, but only with this game you're actually being taught guitar fundamentals.
Which I'm going to tell you right now, I love the game because that was my problem with Rock Band. People were just jamming, going off, but nobody was learning shit.
But it's a game, dude.
I understand it's a game, but
Get over it.
that South Park episode was probably one of my most favorite.
That was awesome.
Where Randy couldn't even play it.
He could play actual guitar, but he couldn't play the.
Yeah.
But
This game sounds badass, though. I can't wait to play this.
now, what's cool about this game is the way it teaches you how to play. It's a progressive learning mechanic, and it first teaches you to play single notes as you're playing a song, and then as you progress through the song, the game detects how well you're playing and adds more difficulty, adds more notes that you play at the same time.
So if you're playing it as a beginner and you're playing an E, you would just do the E string, but
Yes.
as you got further, you'd play an E chord. Something like that.
It would probably play.
It'd probably go to two chords or two different strings.
Two different notes.
before you get to
Yeah.
sweet chord.
But eventually, you're playing the entire song the way it was meant to be played
Yeah.
on the guitar.
That's so freaking cool.
There are dozens of songs included with the game, and an online store to access downloadable content at a premium price.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Well-
Do you know if there's any future outlook of maybe adding like keyboard and stuff? Because keyboard.
I think the Japanese already have a game like that, but we just it's just not available here.
That's what I'd like. That would be
I've
awesome.
seen games like that.
Okay.
It's like piano.
Yeah. That's
You got to think more games like that. I mean, if this is successful, then you think more would be.
Yeah, they're going to
coming.
expand on that.
Yeah.
cool.
Some of the in-game features include Guitarcade, which is comprised of a set of mini games. I'm like, what the fuck? All right, that help improve player skills, and it kind of breaks up the monotony of playing just the regular way. Like they got like a mini game called Scale Runner that focuses on teaching scale patterns, and a game called Dawn of the Chord Dead that teaches chords by killing zombies. There's also a technique challenge and amp mode, which turns your gaming console into a virtual amp, where you can create your own sound. So
Sweet.
Theo, our own Theopolis, he's actually been playing the game.
I have.
And
Theo, give us a
how
quick
are you
rating.
doing on this?
I'm really,
very
I
quick
really like it.
rating.
I mean, as long as you're not completely hammered trying to play it on New Year's, I
That was
think
so fun.
It's actually really good. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. My fingers are hurting.
You finally starting to develop calluses.
I got blisters on my fingers,
All right.
as they like to say. So yeah, it's good. It's a lot of fun.
Sweet balls.
right.
So what's the rating there, Dominator?
I give it 5 out of 5 just for the innovative way. that
Oh,
is-
dude, 5 out of 5. You can't beat
Titties.
that.
Oh, and one real quick trivia bit about this game. Ubisoft applied for a European trademark back in March, and the opposition of the trademark was filed by a band called Rocksmith.
No
from
way.
The UK.
Nice.
The front man claimed he trademarked the name back in 2007, and the case is still pending. So
What can you say or write down nowadays without getting
Dude,
sued?
who knows, man? I know we're going to get sued
Yeah.
for the music we use in this podcast eventually. I came up with Football Faction 30 years ago. Dude, we will fight. We will take that to the courts, I'll tell you that. Well, cool. Thanks for that Nerd Rage segment. Y'all can look forward to that every single week where Dominator brings the rage. Moving on to our next bit. It's news time.
this is an interesting story. A Chicago man faces a bevy of charges after he's allegedly stripped down all the way to his birthday suit and exposed himself in front of families while watching the matinee screening of Alvin and the Chipmunks Shipwrecked late last month. Wow. Edward Brown,
Never ceases to amaze.
34 years of age, allegedly waited until about a half hour into the 4 p.m. screening of the feature before he stood up in front of the front row seat in the North Riverside Park Mall's Classic Cinemas Theater, turned to the display a different sort of bonus feature to the audience of 86 movie watchers, which included many children.
Oh
Something stinks.
I think Riverside. I think this is in California.
Yeah.
Obviously. Officers responding to the scene ordered Brown to get dressed and leave the theater. NBC Chicago reports.
That's it.
Dude, get this bit.
The theater also offered refunds and vouchers to the people attending. Police say Brown told them, that he had been let into the theater for free and told by an unknown female to get naked and wait for her in the front row where they can do heroin, cocaine, and have sex during the movie, according to whoever wrote this.
During the
article.
Chipmunks.
Brown was charged with 3 felony counts of sexual exploitation of children, in addition to 1 count of sexual exploitation of a minor.
You can't handle the truth.
And 1 count of disorderly conduct, both misdemeanors. His bond was set at $100,000, and he's due to appear in court later this week.
Hey, if the Chipmunks don't turn you on, you're just weird.
Dude.
Yeah.
Can you...
But keep
What
it in
was
your
the
house,
movie
buddy.
selection. I mean,
I don't
holy
get it.
shit, guys.
Well, if a girl comes up to you and tells you get naked at the Chipmunks movie, we're gonna do some coke, some heroin, blah blah blah, and I want you to be naked.
In a public theater.
What
Yeah.
a freaking idiot, man!
That guy,
Who
that
does
guy
that?
freaking
That
skipped his
guy.
medication, I
this-
think.
We're looking at his picture right
This
now.
guy.
Oh,
Joe American.
He looks legit.
Wow.
It is the year 2012. Doomsday.
Oh my God.
Holy fuck, guys.
happening.
It's happening.
Now remember, I think it was maybe last year, there was a bunch of birds in Arkansas just started falling out of the sky.
Yep. Happened again this year, by the way.
Did it happen again this year?
Yep. I was gonna include. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I saw that. I was like, whatever.
Right. This one's crazy.
Dead fish wash up in Norway. dead birds follow this guy in the U.S. So I mean,
I accidentally saw the Magic score. My bad. Go ahead.
did the
Let's pay
Magic win?
attention, Jerry.
Did the Magic win?
They're winning.
They're winning.
Yes. You can go ahead though. It's not important right now.
It's neither is it regular season NBA games. Is 2012 Doomsday well underway?
I think so.
We first came the news that dead birds were once again found in Arkansas, and now comes the news that over 20 tons of heron
20 tons of heron. Sounds
That's
nice.
one Jerry Heron.
That's one Jerry.
Littered the beach in Norway. Why are the deaths only affecting one specific group of animals?
And that much, dude.
First
I saw
of-
the pictures. And
First, it was the red-winged blackbird, which was also killed in a mass death at the beginning of 2011, and now it is an enormously large group of herring. It all seemed eerily similar to how the world started off 2011. So apparently, a group of animals die at the start of every
They
year.
all get depressed around the new year.
But, yeah, but this is the last year because on December 21st,
It's
we're all
over.
gonna fucking die. So
Yep. Exactly. We're totally screwed.
yeah, I'm not gonna read the rest of this fucking. All right, I'm just going to read the headline on this, and you can take the reins.
All right.
The Islamist winner. New report suggests extremist views winning in Libya. Go.
Basically,
That's
what I
irony
wanted to
at
do with
best.
that is basically this is just a perfect example of how we stick our noses into businesses we shouldn't be sticking them into, and then we end up fighting the same guns and the same people that we trained up to fight in. We basically have strings, and we're puppet master, and we have people, insurgents, our own insurgents that teach these rebels how to fight and stuff, and then we inevitably end up fighting against them. So just another example, be prepared for Libya in the future, fighting against our own weapons and the own billions of dollars that we've given them.
In my
Yay.
great city
Yeah,
of Detroit, we actually gave Saddam Hussein the key to the city back in the 80s.
Isn't that
Yeah.
beautiful? Isn't it? And
then-
nobody pays attention to shit.
And then we
like
found
that.
him in a hole and shot him.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
no, actually, we hung him.
Yeah.
We,
Well, that's the news for the week.
All right.
That's good
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
Thanks for bringing it,
awesome.
Dom. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, so moving on.
Oh shit.
We're in for a treat. We are in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen. We have the What the Fuck Is This segment from our own good buddy Heath Buchanan. And unfortunately, he can't be with us. And right now, he's probably saying,
He's laughing his sick fucking ass off. He's a tight ass. He's a sadist.
"Should." Oh, hold on just a second. Holy crap! Hey, hello, Buck, is that you?
Hey.
How's it going, bud? What's
Hey.
going on?
Hey, guys.
I didn't think you were
Hey,
gonna be able
what's
to
up,
make
man?
it this week.
Holy shit.
you look like you lost some weight on that Skype view.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of PT.
Yeah.
Is that a? Do you need some? Is
Lot
that a
of-
herpes?
Is that like jerking it, you mean?
Do y'all see
Physically
that?
I'll
tugging
never
it.
tell.
He needs some herpeside for that lip. But anyways, how are you doing, buddy? How's Korea going? I didn't think you were gonna be able to be on the show today.
It's kind of a struggle day to day. I've been eating less because my wife isn't here to cook for me.
Ooh, how's that affecting the amount of friends you have?
You mean the friends that my wife, or actually I feed them.
Oh, you do.
I feed my friends.
Oh, okay.
But then I would go on to say that I paid for it.
I don't think that's
Wow.
the same thing, but all right.
Whatever.
How's how's the female temptation there? Are you doing okay on that?
I actually met a girl in the Itaewon, guys. Her name is Rosie, and she's Korean, and she's got 3 sisters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're all named Palm.
Well, rock on, man. Well, we don't have a lot of time today, but we just wanted to say Happy New Year, and we're glad you're eating well. But you really do need to get a little something for that
jeez.
Well, thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming in.
Okay.
Happy New Year, bud.
Oh.
Wait, he's got to give us the line real quick.
Oh yeah. What's
What
next?
the? What?
What the?
What the fuck is this?
Hey, all right. We'll see you later,
I got a
bud.
little cold too. I think.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I always love it when Buck can join us.
Yes.
It's pretty good. His voice is so different though.
It's so smoothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Captivating.
Well, we're making good time right now, so let's move on real quick to the coaching changes We do have some coaching changes that we need to talk about that could affect a lot of things next season. Jerry, what's some of the more important changes we need to be looking at? Possibilities.
Yeah. My significant coaching change is going to be who comes in for Mike Martz in Chicago. I looked back at some stats over for Kevin Jones whenever Mike Martz showed up there in Detroit in 2006, and Kevin Jones had greater than 65 receptions, which is almost double his career average. So a lot of receptions in the backfield, but looking over at some of the other running backs that he's gone through, Frank Gore, his stats really didn't change a whole lot. Forte has always put up pretty good reception numbers even before Mike Martz. So something to look at, but I wouldn't be too worried, but just something to monitor for that aspect. Jeff Fisher has been rumored to be floating around Jacksonville, Miami, so apparently he likes Florida. So expect him to get back into coaching and go to one of those two teams. Yeah.
Wow, that was really hot.
So, yeah, some other news. I don't even know how to say this guy's name, honestly. Steve Spagnuolo?
Steve Spagnuolo from New York.
What
the fuck you want?
Look at a hoagie.
John Gruden.
Doc.
There's actually a report about a week ago saying John Gruden accepted the job there. But now they're saying that he's not even interested in coaching this year. So, not sure who's going to end up there. But, Todd Haley out, as we know, in Kansas City. Romeo Cornell, she probably will be named the coach.
Love that dude's smile.
Don't expect too many fantasy
Romeo.
changes there, except for if they get a new quarterback. So we'll see how that works out. I don't know. What do you guys got?
I pretty much had the same ones. What we did need to look at is they still don't know about Indy, right? Not that he did much there,
Well,
anyways. But
the Polians were fired, but the head coach still hasn't been fired yet. So
okay.
Yeah.
And then finally, we did know Tampa Bay. Raheem Morris is gone, right?
The boot.
He got the boot. I think that's an enticing job.
I heard
personally.
Jay Gruden was a candidate for that job.
Really?
Yeah.
Why does that sound?
Can't get one, get the other.
John
John's brother.
Gruden's.
Well, I know, but where is he at right now?
He's
is in the
Cincinnati.
AFC. Yeah, Cincinnati. Yep. Cincinnati.
Coach. I think he's like a quarterbacks coach or
Yeah.
offensive coordinator. Or something.
He was actually the head coach for the Orlando Predators in the Arena Football League before that.
Yeah.
Oh wow. All right. Cool. I mean,
What about there was rumors of Patriots offensive coordinator taking the Penn State job.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that happened, didn't it? Didn't that?
I haven't seen.
No.
anything
Someone
officially.
someone took the Penn State job.
Did they?
Hey Theo, would you mind googling? Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone took the Penn State job. I just don't
But
remember
like
who it
that
was.
has implications on the Patriots offense, right?
Oh hell yeah! And you know what else? Since we're in addition to this segment, we're also going to talk about free agents. There's still no word on Wes Welker yet, right?
No.
They have not re-signed Wes Welker. Do you see any way they don't re-sign him?
If they don't, then they're stupid.
I can't
There
imagine.
can't be any way.
The sneaky pickup for fantasy purposes out there is Julian Edelman.
He was playing defense.
Did you see?
Yeah.
I saw some
He
tackles.
was
I
playing
was like,
like
what?
corner, yeah.
and he was actually doing all right.
That kid. And okay, now this again. This is how we do this. You gotta look way ahead. The preemptive strikes. Julian Edelman. What did Wes Welker do when he was in college? In one game, Wes Welker played 6 positions. Okay, Wes Welker kicked field goal in college. He's done all that stuff, and now you got Julian Edelman played quarterback, done all these things. And obviously, now he can play some little defensive back when they're hurting at that position. I don't know. I'm just saying he's in prime position if for some unthinkable reason, because I just don't see how it happens. I don't see how Brady allows them to not re-sign him.
Right.
You know, sort of how the Phillip Rivers.
Tom Brady's gonna have like a hissy fit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Who steps up for Wes Welker if he's not there?
Edelman. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, who else steps up?
Oh,
Yeah, no
There-
news
I mean, there's
on Penn
nobody.
State.
no new. Oh, okay.
Nope.
Never mind. We do also need to talk about that North Turner is.
There's only the argument. I'll not step aside. I will not allow any talking monkey. Take my place.
North Turner is not allowing anyone to take his place there, and
That's a shame.
Marty Schottenheimer.
yeah, I know. I wish.
14-2, Marty Schottenheimer
Yeah,
before he got fired.
It turns out that Phillip Rivers lobbied for him.
Yep.
So and I think it's because he lets him throw 50 times a game, but whatever.
It didn't help this year.
And then finally, in Chicago,
He pulls a knife, you pull a gun. He sends one of yours to the hospital, you send one of his to the morgue. That's the Chicago.
that's the Chicago way. That's what Levy Smith said. He said, "You let me go, I'm stabbing everyone." So
That's the Chicago way.
That's the Chicago way. So
That was Lovey right there too, right?
yeah, it was. It was Levy Smith.
And
He's Scottish. Not a lot of people know that.
and they eat a lot of bratwurst in Chicago.
So yeah, Levy Smith is still there, and then of course one of the biggest implications there in Chicago is if a certain someone's going to be getting their money.
If you don't have my money for me, I'll crack your fucking head wide open in front of everybody in the bank.
Folk tape.
About the time that I'm coming out of jail, hopefully,
MF.
you'll be coming out of your coma.
MF, motherfucker.
I'm telling you, they need to pay that man.
Yeah, if they don't, they got a good backup.
They got a good backup, but Matt Forte is the man.
He'll be franchised.
Yeah.
Almost guarantee it. And other news, Vincent Jackson, they're saying, is not going to be franchised.
Oh, really?
So,
Riri.
Yeah, they're trying to work out a big contract for him, but they have to keep it within a certain dollar amount because they're trying to sign 2 guys with like the $16 million they have in cap space in order to fix some other roster spots.
Wow.
So yeah, Vincent Jackson could be floating around somewhere else if they don't get a contract.
Vincent Jackson, and here's the big thing: Vincent Jackson possibility. Dwayne Bowe, I'm paying a lot of attention to because I don't think he's going to be back in Kansas City.
I think you should, since you traded away Matt Stafford.
Traded away the farm.
Oh God. Hey, well, the intervention last week helped. I've accepted the rape and I'm able to move on. So that's how I'm moving on. I'm looking, okay, where's Dwayne Bowe going to go? How is this going to help the horrible trade that I made? So you never know. And I did read a possible landing spot could be Minnesota for Dwayne
That
Bowe.
would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
Speaking
sweet.
of horrible changes or horrible trades.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Let's go to that bit.
And you know why he's not here? Why? Because he's a chicken shit fucking pussy asshole.
That's why Stover's not here. But we do have someone to talk about a little Stover action. What happened in the BMD recently?
I was offered a trade from the stovepipe. 2 first-round picks.
You were serious about that?
Yeah, two first-round picks for Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, jeez.
He's like almost 30, isn't he?
Yes. He's hobbled.
He's
and
banged up all the time.
I mean, I'm not going to do that trade, but what I do want.
What I do want is for you to stand there in that faggoty white uniform and with your Harvard mouth extend me some fucking courtesy.
Yeah, Stover. Damn it.
Yeah, Stover.
I didn't even give him the courtesy of rejecting the trade. He revoked it.
Did he?
before.
Did he just realized the
how
error
how
of his
ridiculous
ways?
that was?
Maybe he was just trying to get your attention.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well, moving on to our next bit. One of my favorite bits.
Holy shit! It's a preemptive strike, guys.
The preemptive strike. Hide your wife and hide your children. we got the preemptive strike going on here. Hey, I got 3 guys for you in fantasy basketball this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the countdown timer on the fingers from Leonard here. So, the first guy I got is a guy from my favorite team, Ryan Anderson. And if you ask yourself, who's the leading scorer on the Orlando Magic right now, you'd probably say Dwight Howard, maybe Jameer Nelson, or Hito Turkoglu. Maybe. No, we got Ryan Anderson averaging 19.2 points a game, 6 rebounds a game, and 4 3-pointers a game. So if you need a guy that's going to get you some of those stats, pick up Ryan Anderson, a third-year guy out of Providence. He was actually the guy who was traded to the Magic from the New Jersey Nets in the Vince Carter trade. And, he's putting up really good numbers for you at the power forward position right now.
Sweet.
Yeah. Second guy I got is we're going with Marshawn Brooks here. If you're not
Another
familiar,
Marshawn.
Yeah, Marshawn.
Is he beast mode?
He is beast in mode. I'm telling you. He's out of Providence. He was Providence. He was actually the
That school produces a lot of good basketball players.
They do. I don't know. I wish they had a football school. They'd probably do something there as well. But he was the leading scorer in the Big East last year. He is averaging 13.7 points a game off the bench for a bad New Jersey Nets team right now. He went off yesterday. Actually, it was January 2nd against the Pacers for 21 points and 7 rebounds. He also had 21 points against Atlanta and 5 rebounds. So he'll get you 5 to 7 rebounds. And he's actually moving into the starting lineup tonight over Darren Williams because of injury, but they're also talking about putting him in full time in the starting lineup.
Over Darren Williams?
Not over Darren Williams,
okay.
but opposite Darren Williams at that shooting guard position.
Okay. Sweet.
He's a 6'5" guard. He's going to hit occasional 3-pointer or 2 for you. He had 2 3-pointers out of 5 attempts his last game. And, a young guy, a rookie that you're going to want to go and pick up soon because he's going to be gone if you don't.
Sweet.
Yep.
You know who likes young guys?
Oh, yeah.
John Coleman.
John Wayne Coleman.
Drafting all the young guys.
He's going to grab all the young guys.
Just grab them.
And finally, last guy I got from a team that I hate with all of my heart.
Oh.
It is the Miami Heat point guard.
Man.
And it's not Mario Chalmers.
Your NBA champions.
Yeah,
Super Mario.
Boo.
Not 5, not 6.
Yeah.
But anyway, Norris Cole, he's another rookie. He's He's out of a school. What school is he out of? He's out of Cleveland State. That's why I didn't know. Yeah, but he's been putting up pretty good numbers. He's sharing minutes right now with Mario Chalmers. He actually had 21 minutes last game, produced 10 points, and only 20 minutes against Charlotte when they won 129-90 over the Bobcats.
Damn.
Yeah, he had 16 points and 9 rebounds, also put up 3 steals, and those are the 3 categories he's going to give you some pretty decent numbers. He probably is available in your league right now. He's not available in my league because I got him.
You're in a league of sharks, baby.
Yeah.
With the big king shark.
It's a great job on that Charlotte Bobcats team there, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that team's awful. Totally bad. Yeah, but those are 3 guys I got. So if you need more fantasy basketball advice, listen to the
This is where you
Strike.
come. The Preemptive Strike brings you the fantasy basketball knowledge. Jerry, and I'm going to surprise you with this. I didn't want to surprise you, but I did have a question for you. This Kevin Love kid. He's a beast, right?
Oh yeah, he has
this kid
multiple 20-20 games. He had a 30-20 game, which is 30 points, 20 rebounds.
Jerry, you gotta love him because he's a white guy that can't jump. So
yeah, and he can hit threes. That's the
thing.
And he can hit threes.
That's me.
He's like your
he was
twin.
like 4 or 5 from 3-point range. I mean, and the only reason I knew about him was he was like alternate for the not MVP, pardon me, but for All-Star game a couple years ago. He had the commercial with the towel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I was watching.
He's got to be good if he's doing commercials.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was watching. I saw that he
great.
played power forward, and that's Dirk. Dirk plays power forward, right? Yeah. And so power forward is that position where there's actually a lot of good players,
tall guys.
And this guy is like, and he's not just doing like double doubles on the low end.
No, he's
like 18, 19.
He led the league in rebounding last year. Yeah.
I mean, this kid, and
he's amazing. He actually, I was watching a special on ESPN that had him on there, and he had lost like 20 or 30 pounds after coming out of college. He has like a personal chef, really takes care of his body, and he's going to be a superstar for a long time.
He's a Timberwolf, right?
Yeah, that's kind of also I mentioned. It's good news for Timberwolves because they've been pretty shite for a while, haven't they?
Yeah, we're on the upswing, but still got a ways to go. But one thing that they always say about him is just his amazing feel for the game, and like when shots go up, he just like has this feel from if it's not going in where it's going to end up, and he's just the first one there. It's amazing to watch. Plus, really awesome hands.
That proves right there. You don't need to jump high to get rebounds. You just have to know how to box out. Yeah, and he knows where to get.
Okay, we just got a. I don't even know where this is from. Probably somewhere very horrible. We have a "Would You Rather" segment. Are you ready about this? You heard about this?
I don't. Do we?
This one's pretty bad. This one is one of the worst ones I've come up with, I think.
Oh no!
It doesn't sound bad.
Don't ask me first, please.
It doesn't sound bad at first, but it's pretty bad. Okay, would you rather? And you have to pick one. Would you rather lick the full length of the public toilet floor in a New York City red light district all-male bathhouse, or
almost threw up?
Or eat a piece of bread.
Eat a piece of bread. Eat a piece of bread.
And that's it. Which main ingredient was the fermented yeast from a Rosie O'Donnell yeast infection?
I love the Rosie O'Donnell theme.
That's a sick question. You're a sick fuck, and I'm not that sick that I'm going to answer it.
Yeah, you are. I'm not going to answer it. Actually, I'm going to.
So again, to recap, lick the full length of the public toilet floor at a New York City red light district all-male bathhouse, or eat a piece of bread. Which his main ingredient was the fermented yeast from a Rosie O'Donnell yeast infection. Go Dom.
I'll do the bathhouse thing.
Oh, and God, dude, a public toilet floor.
I couldn't do it. I'd have to eat the bread, man. God dang it. God dang it. Yeah. Oh. Dude, just imagine. At least that's only one thing. Like, imagine the bevy of nasty shit that is on that floor. I don't know.
Oh no.
Yeah. You're just gonna get a mouthful of like pubes and shit.
Jerry, it's up
so
to
are
you.
you?
Yeah.
No.
I would
fermented Rosie yeast, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know she doesn't keep up down there.
Well, I'm not looking.
I'll have to take the yeast. Yeah, I'll have to take the yeast. But I thought at first you were gonna say full length something else. So
no.
But you even got worse than that. So
yeah.
But yeah, I'll take the yeast and I'll just wash it down with some water real quick.
Okay.
Maybe some
we have
alcohol.
We have we have one for the
rubbing alcohol.
Floor, the full length of a. I don't know why I picked
New York City
red light district male bathhouse.
Male bathhouse.
2.
It's pretty bad.
Do those exist?
They're both bad.
I'm pretty sure they do. 2 for Rosie O'Donnell,
knows.
yeast infected, loaf of bread. That was pretty horrible.
I don't know how I'm gonna visualize. I don't know how I'm gonna visualize that for the YouTube thing.
Oh yeah, dude, you better come up with something pretty. Pretty crazy.
Let's move on before I
let's
throw
move
up.
on. Real
Jeez.
quick, Dom, please. I don't have music for this. Could you hit us up with our NCAA player highlight of the week?
All right, the NCAA player highlight for the week is going to be Michael Floyd, senior wide receiver out of Notre Dame.
Beast, and let me just tell you, beast.
He is listed at 6'3", 225. He is a solid big play wide receiver. He's built like Larry Fitzgerald.
What?
He's from Cretin Durham High School in St. Paul, Minnesota. It's the same high school that my boy Chris Wenke and should have been heir to the FSU quarterbacking job and current Minnesota Twin Joe Mauer. He had a good high school football career stat-wise. He was named the Minnesota Football Player of the Year by the Associated Press twice in 07 and 08, and he was the high school All-American in 07.
Heck to the yeah.
Throughout his career at Notre Dame, he amassed 266 catches, which is a school record. He beat Golden Tate's record for single season catches with 95.
I did not realize that.
For a total of 3,645 yards and 36 TDs. And watching this guy on TV, I watched this guy play my Seminoles last week. He made like one of the most amazing catches I've ever seen.
Yeah, dude.
Like just extreme concentration. I mean.
He's my guy that, Javid Best was my guy a few years ago where I said, if I have a chance to get him. 2 years ago, I said, Michael Floyd, if I'm in position, I will take his ass.
Yeah, you can tell he's built like Larry Fitzgerald, and he has the hands to match. He'll be one of the top wide receivers taken in the draft next year, and depending on where he ends up, he'll be a high draft pick in your fantasy draft this upcoming season.
Held to the
He did have a run-in with the law before his senior season. He was cited on drug driving charges in March. And where he was suspended from the team indefinitely by Coach Kelly, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Coach Kelly.
Chip Kelly, or not Chip
Used
Kelly.
to coach at Cincinnati.
And he got reinstated just before the season started, but lost his captaincy. The all-knowing draft guru jackoff, Mel Kiper, currently has him 22nd overall on his big board, and the third overall
hair board.
Yeah, the third overall wide receiver taking in this year's draft, behind Alshon Jeffrey and Justin Blackman, the Beast.
I'm gonna say this right now. Screw Mel Kiper. He's an idiot. Michael Floyd should be above Alshon Jeffrey. I'm gonna say that right now. Blackman's the clear-cut number one, but I'd take Floyd above Alshon.
Seen a mock draft that actually had Alshon Jeffrey number 3 to the Vikings.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Wow.
Dude, if the Vikings did
They're
that,
trying
they'd
to
be
screw
assholes.
I got with this one. WalterFootball.com has Blackman going to the Vikings, and for some reason, your guy Floyd, they got him going to the Eagles.
Wow.
Well, the Eagles are thinking about losing.
Well,
if he fell,
are any of their guys in contract years?
Deshaun Jackson.
Jackson.
He gave the apology last week.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
How about Jeremy Maclin?
Jeremy Maclin's good. He's this is his third year, so he's good.
Bradley Cooper.
Cooper's good.
They got to be counting on them losing
Avant.
Jackson. That's the only reason I see them doing that.
Avant. Well, I guess that's the key is that Michael Floyd would be that big red zone target guy, whereas Maclin is more underneath, kind of all around the place. And then of course you got Deshaun Jackson doing his thing.
Yeah, I guess there's no given that Jackson's going to come back. I mean,
exactly. That's what I was thinking.
So
He didn't have that great.
They could
year.
offer him a franchise tag, which is all they're going to do. But hey, maybe they won't offer him.
He seems like he's out the door anyway.
Yeah, he probably is.
Well, thanks for that bit. Y'all can look forward to the NCAA highlight of the week every week. Dominator is going to be bringing that to you. It's definitely something to listen to for those dynasty leagues in which you're looking to get that little advantage on the draft. Moving on, a great segment from our own Theopolis, Theo's Hot Music Injection.
Lipstick junkie debunked the all-in-one. She came back wearing a smile.
All right, everybody. As you can tell, I'm going to be talking about the Red Hot Chili Peppers' latest album, I'm With You, and it's their 10th studio album. And let's see, it's been 5 years since their last release, and that was 2006's double album. And let's see, the big story with this album is they lost their lead guitarist, John Frusciante, and they had to replace him. So, Vasante Shank. No, just kidding. But and they brought in a guy called Josh Klingenhofer, who's actually toured with them before, and he's done some work. He's done some work with Beck and Gnarls Barkley. And really, the big difference between him and Vashante is Vashante really just kind of burns solos and gets all crazy. I mean, he's an amazing guitarist. And the new guy, he brought like really interesting layered riffs and like cool melodies, but he's just not like a burner like Vashante was. The album overall was amazing. I actually liked it the first time I listened to it.
Was that the same album we listened to on the way to New Orleans?
Yes.
That was good. That was really, really good.
No, it really is from top to bottom. I think there's 4 or 5 gems on there, but just, these guys keep rolling along. Like Kiedis, he's improved so much. Yeah, so much vocally over the years that it's really, I mean, he's done a lot of work. And of course, Flea is just amazing. And their drummer, I forgot his name, but he's been there forever. So
Chris.
Yeah.
Chad.
Chad.
Somebody else.
Something or other. Yeah. But whatever. Nobody cares about the drummer.
Yeah. Fuck off.
Oh, dummy.
I feel bad.
Boo.
I feel bad for saying that. But
drummers are the best lovers.
Yeah, they got all the rhythm, right?
Right.
But anyway, so just moving on here. Some highlights from the album. Monarchy of Roses is a great tune. Brendan's Death Song is another one to check out. It's a lot slower. It's a little bit cut from the Under the Bridge type fold there. It's actually dedicated to their friend who died. It was a famous club promoter out in LA, and so it's a song dedicated to him.
What's the one we're listening to right now?
This is The Adventures of Rain Dance Maggie, and this is their first single that they released off the album. It's really great. And Police Station is another one that I really like.
I remember that one. That was a good one.
Yeah. And these guys, I mean, they've been around forever. They've sold over 70 million records.
And frickin' Rock Live.
Something like
I
that.
saw them.
Yeah.
The Snoop Dogg opened for them. It was great.
A lot of people were talking about the demise of this band after Vashante left in 2009. But they actually talked about it. But then, they thought they had more to do. And you can honestly tell that they still have something to say. Kiedis, really, I mean, one of the best storytellers that music's ever seen,
Did you read
in my
his
opinion.
book?
Oh, yeah.
The book's epic.
Scar Tissue is amazing. Anyway, yeah, the fact that he went through all that stuff and is still alive is great. But anyway, gonna wrap this up. Just to give you a couple things, they've been nominated for a Grammy this year for Best Rock Album, and they're headlining at the European Grammys. So,
Sweet.
Yep.
Nice.
One of my favorite bands, still rocking and rolling.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
And it's a good thing Buchanan is not on Skype right now, because any mention of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, it turns into personal male porn.
Tell me about it.
Personal satisfaction on the webcam.
Oh, God.
Dude.
He touched me.
Well, thanks, Theo. Thanks for that. That's Theo's hot music injection. So hot. We bring that every week. Yeah, it's a really good mix. You'll get a mix of obscure bands that you've never heard of, and then mainstream bands, and he'll hook you up with the in-depth knowledge and stuff that you crave. Moving on to our final segment of the show.
Throughout history, man has marveled at the vast complexity of the universe. Without a single unified voice, humanity has been left searching for answers to the unknown. Now, one man has the power to change that and to spread his voice across the earth for all of mankind to hear. One man.
Me. That's right. This is your caffeinated critic for the week. I do want to go ahead and say, I'm thinking about getting a different intro. That one's not really me.
It should be just a bunch of horror screams.
No, right? Just horror screams. I do want to let y'all know this is a spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen Scream 4 is the movie we're going to be talking about for a second here. If you haven't seen it and you don't want to know about it and you just want to know if it's a good movie or not, don't listen to this review because I am going to spoil it.
I don't want to know about it.
Plug your ears, Dommy. Plug your ears.
Seriously, I don't want to know about it because I don't give a shit.
Oh. Okay, so just basically this is the 4th installment. The reason why I wanted to go ahead and do Scream 4 was because Scream is a bit close to my heart. I remember where I was at for every single movie.
You can tell the story.
Not all of them, but I will say, and I'm gonna tag them on the podcast. The first one I saw at the movies with my buddy Matt Ferguson. The second one is near and dear to my heart. I went on a double date with my buddy Chris Brown. Chris, I am telling this.
The singer?
No.
The woman beater. Yeah.
Well, he's the woman finger banger.
I heard they got back together.
Yeah, he's a banger. But
let me finish my segment, assholes. I'm going to go zero to Dom on y'all in a second. I was watching the second one. We went to a little double date, and the whole time Chris is finger banging. I won't say the girl's name. Finger banging the girl.
Bang, bang, bang.
And this is how much of a gentleman Chris is. I think about halfway through the second act, Chris leans forward, puts his arm around me, and he's like,
smell my finger.
And he just put his hand up in front of my face.
That's
So classy,
it's like
classy
butterscotch,
kid. Yeah. So basically,
class act.
Here's basically what happened. The first Scream just was epic because the slasher genre was just boring as hell. We had the early '80s, late '70s, early '80s, where it was freaking epic. Then Scream 1 changed all the rules, and that was part of the whole cliche thing about how they have the rules. Well, here's the problem. This is why Hollywood is bad for America, people. Here's the formula. Scream 1 budget was $14 million. Worldwide box office was $173 million. This equals a cash cow that Hollywood and the Weinsteins will milk incessantly until the teats are dry and crusty and no longer offer any substance.
Well, guys like you still go out and see those movies.
That is part of the problem. They saw a chance to capitalize on the Saw hostile torture porn craze and knew damn well that the horror film lemmings, like myself, would come running while it's open. And that happened because I love my fucking genre. So I'm going to see the movies. And now...
Lemmings.
I
love that.
Then talk shit about it after he's done watching it.
Yeah. This movie had some pretty good star power. Of course, you had Emma Roberts, who is Julia Roberts' cousin, Eric Roberts' daughter, Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, the Hayden
Panettiere.
Thank you. She's
so hot, dude.
And a guy that through the whole film, I was trying to figure out. I was like, well, who the hell does he look like? Rory Culkin.
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin's youngest brother.
His retarded brother.
Anna Paquin had a little guest bit. Christian Bale from she's the Forgetting Sarah Marshall chick, and of course Wes Craven.
Is it Christian Bale?
Her name's Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell. Oh yeah, she's hot, dude.
Yeah.
Way hot.
Okay, so it followed the same format. However, here's the bit different. Okay, it was called New Decade, New Rules, and I say bullshit to that because what they did was it was supposed to be a trilogy, and it was fine with that, but they saw a chance to capitalize because of the torture porn and stuff. 10 years later, they bring back this fourth one. Okay, so here's the rules that they said in that first one. You can't have sex, boo, no drugs and alcohol, and never say I'll be right back. Well, I am going to counter with the rules that you must abide by if you're going to call yourself a slasher flick, which I thought back, the first one technically didn't abide to the most important one. Okay, high body count, this is for the fourth one, check. Massive amounts of gore, not necessary, i.e. Halloween, one of the best slasher flicks of all time, only showed really 2 little bits of blood.
Like the original Halloween?
The original.
Not like the
Rob Zombie
movie.
one?
Yeah. That's check. Twist at the end that ties everything together, check. Sort of.
The twist.
Because they dropped the ball, and I'll get on that in just a second as we close this out. But finally, and perhaps most importantly, you've got to have gratuitous nudity. How dare you, New Line Cinema, for having an R rating with not one single nip slip, nude girl shower scene,
really?
Nay, even a side boob.
Yeah, no, I took my kids to see that in the movie theater, and I was even depressed on that.
What made it rated R then?
They dropped Dom. You will love this. They dropped the F-bomb about 9,000 times in that movie, and I knew. I was about halfway through it, and I was like, "There's got to be a tit shot or something."
Like even more than Joe Pesci in that casino.
20, yeah, even more than that. So I let me just finish it with this. The twist at the end. This is where the spoiler bit is. Okay, Neve Campbell's cousin. Okay, in this movie, basically planned this whole thing with retarded Culkin kid, right? She wanted to take the place of Neve Campbell's character, who, what the fuck is her name in that fucking, I forgot her name. I don't even care.
I can picture her face. I can't.
Oh,
Dead
God.
air.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, here's the problem. So what she did was she killed everybody and then ends up killing, you think, Neve Campbell, which is great because I'm tired of her. You're tired of her after 4 freaking movies. Just die. Same for Courtney Cox. I wanted all of them to die.
In 14 years.
Yeah. So she stabs her. There was a great line that she's like, you don't have to do anything to be famous. All you got to do is have fucked up shit happen to you. And that's kind of true. You don't have to accomplish anything in the world today. As long as you can have something crazy happen, you can become famous. She wanted to take the place of her. They have her, okay, so everybody's dead. They have her rolling on a stretcher, looking up at like Dewey and everybody else and all the cameras and stuff, and she just smiles. I thought that was going to be the end, and I was like, great. All right, fine. Okay, cool. No. Nev Campbell's not dead. Courtney Cox is not dead.
Sidney Prescott.
Thank you. Sydney's bitch ass is not dead. Courtney's character is not dead. Dewey's not dead. Nobody's freaking dead. At the end, they all stay alive, and of course the cousin is the one who gets killed.
You know why?
They totally effing no. They're not going to do another.
This reminds me.
Scream 5. That's why.
So my problem with the movie is that nostalgia wise, it was a good movie because it held true to a lot. And the gore, they did step up the gore. I mean, there's intestines. And all kinds of stuff.
Wes Craven says Scream 5 is happening.
Damn in your face.
I told you that yesterday. Yeah. Scream 5.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
This reminds me of the Tosh.0 review of The Human Centipede, where it's like 30 minutes long.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. Oh, well, we're pretty good time. So ending it, I'm gonna give it 1.5 butcher knives out of 5.
1.5.
Because only if they could have ended it the correct way, I'd have moved it up to 3.5 butcher knives. But 1.5 simply due to that ending and no nudity. Bullshit. So that is the
Fooey and
I didn't like the ending either.
You didn't? Thank you.
No, I didn't.
Right? Ridiculous.
I didn't like the whole movie.
Yeah. I'm with you, man.
All right, so that's episode 6, guys.
All right.
We are done, and we clocked in at 1 minute 16 or 1 hour 16 minutes.
1 minute.
We can only wish.
1 hour 16 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
We're getting better.
Oh yeah. So in closing, we just want to thank y'all very much for listening. Dom, can you please let these wonderful listeners know where they can see and listen to our show?
You can see them. You can kind of see it. I compile a visualization on YouTube,
and it's wonderful.
The page is Football Faction on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to Twitter at Football Faction. I'll start tweeting sometime. But we need the followers, dude. Because seriously, it's depressing tweeting to nobody.
Tell your friends.
We'll start tweeting, and we'll get the followers on there. We'll just try and get them better.
You can go on iTunes. It is found under what?
Yeah, Football Faction or McDago Happenings. Football Faction's easy enough.
And also you can
McDagoProductions.com.
Yeah, blog.mcdagoproductions.com. Send your emails to mcdagoproductions@gmail.com.
Yep, and we need y'all's input. We had a really good meeting this past week, the other day. Y'all's input is greatly appreciated. So hit us up.
Oh, I think.
What?
No, I think we already got that.
Yeah, we
hit
iTunes.
Yeah. Okay, good. Normally, Jerry has to say that every
time. He's like, don't forget iTunes.
I was listening for it.
Okay, so
let's give them something to look forward to next week.
Absolutely. And again, folks, we will continue to try and make this show wonderful, but we need your help. So hit us up with your comments and your suggestions.
Subscribe.
Tell everybody.
Hey, next week, NFL Draft Talk.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
A little NFL draft talk. We will also see how our picks did and hit up the next round of the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
So, Jerry, Theo, Dom, it was wonderful. Look forward to next week. Got anything else to say, guys?
Nope.
Matt Flynn.
Matt Flynn.
All right, we're going to let Lil Jon with a little dubsteppery.
This is badass.
Bam.
Middle fingers up! Middle fingers up! Middle fingers up! Crank it! Put your fists up! Put your fists up! Put your fists up! Get the fuck up! Get the fuck up! What you representing? UK! What you representing? UK! You ain't from my hood. You ain't with my clique. We represent the night. Scared to let that trigger click. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. You ain't from my hood. You ain't with my clique. We represent the night. Scared to let that trigger click. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. They don't do shit. Mocking me will get you slapped